Okay, to stop the service, we can stop the service also. Okay, we will try today. Next one is the service management. So finally it is running. I can able to connect it to with my user, and I can able to query it. So this is importance of service. Next one is disk management. In a disk management is, look at here. This is your hard disk. Okay. So totally I took a 160 GB hard disk, right? In our practical, we take a 160 GB practical. Now look here, guys. What I'm trying to do is the first partition. Okay, the partition it's entirely 160 GB. It is entirely 160 GB. So almost like a 159 GB. Look at here. So go to the Explorer, File Explorer. Okay, so 159 GB total. Out of 159, 135 GB free space. Out of 159, 135 GB free space is there. 23.6 GB is consumed. Okay. So out of 160, so or 159. Okay. How much free space I said? 139, I think. 135 free space is available. Okay. So what I want to do is, I want to break this one. I'll keep it like this. I'll give totally 60 GB. 60 GB for C drive. 60 GB for C drive. And now I will create another drive. Okay. No. The first task is, the task number 1 is, it is a 160 GB drive. It's a 160 GB drive. Okay. Now, out of 160 GB, so 159 GB it is showing like this. 159 it is showing like this, right? So what I'm trying to do is, I'll put a 60 GB. 100 GB is better. Okay. 100 GB is better, but okay, it's okay. 60 GB like that. Okay. So I'll give it to by C drive, and then if you remove 60 GB from 135, so how much is left? It's a total free space. Sorry. Mind is not working. Guys, you have to speak. 160 GB total disk. Of course, 159 it is showing C drive. Okay, 159 it is showing, right? So out of that one, 60 GB I want to give it to C drive. Okay, so how much it is left? It is remaining space is 99 GB. Remaining space is 99 GB. Guys, am I audible or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Audible.
Audible.
Yes, sir.
And why people are not responding? Respond, no? So that's a good thing. If you are participate, you'll easily understand. If you are keep your mobile phone or your screen aside, and you are doing your own work, or you think you are listening. Even myself, I took a lot of classes from YouTube and Udemy kind of stuff, right? So sometimes I'll put a class and I thought I'm listening, but actually I'm sleeping. Okay, so this thing will happen, guys. It is speaking is very easy, like giving training, lecturing is very easy because we speak something with what I got in the mind. Listening is very horrible. We can't let's concentrate on it. It's very difficult to concentrate, that too in online. So my point is, if you participate, like keep interacting, so then keep engaging kind of stuff, you will be involved. So one shot only you will learn very easily. That's the point we are keep asking. It's not like sir, it is a very silly thing who don't know how to subtract. Okay, do not think again, guys. We don't scold you if you given a wrong answer also. Okay, try to give an answer. Like yeah, that's it. Okay, for me in my classroom, if you give wrong answer also no problem, but just try to speak. Okay, that's the point. Now again, it is a 160 GB total disk. Out of that one, I need a 60 GB for C drive only. Total. Remaining is separated. Means out of 160, 159 drive it is 60 GB separated, 100 GB separated. We'll see. It depends upon where we do it. So we'll get maybe 100 or a 199. So that's we'll see when practically how much you will get it. Next, in this unallocated space, this is completely unallocated space. 100 GB unallocated space. In the 100 unallocated space, I will create a partition. So I will create a partition. This one, I will create a partition. So it's like a 20 GB partition. I will create it. So when I put a 20 GB, how much is left over? For example, this total is 100. This is totally 100 GB unallocated. In unallocated, I created a 20 GB. How much free space is available here? Around
80
GB is available. Very good. Alright, 79 if it is 99. So we'll do it by doing it. Okay, so guys, in this one, I will show you once. Already C drive, D drive is taken. So we'll see that one. So I will show you once. And again, for the next one, you have to tell me. Okay. So we'll see first. First of all, go to disk management. Diskmgmt.msc. Diskmgmt.msc to open the disk management console. Make it as a full screen to view it in a clear manner. Okay, see this one. Disk 0, this is CD-ROM. Disk 0, 100 MB C drive, 509, it is splitted like this. And go to the disk 0, right click and see convert into MBR. Means the disk is GPT disk. The disk is GPT disk. This is a little big story, guys. Disk management kind of stuff. Okay. Here it is. MBR GPT type of disk are there. Disk partition types. MBR and GPTs are nothing but a partition type. Somewhere it is telling GPT and MBR partition type, but is a initialization. When you connect a fresh hard disk, you have to initialize as MBR or GPT. So later when you are adding, I will show you that maybe in future if we have a classes together, then I will show you when you attach a disk, it will ask for a initialization like MBR type or a GPT type. If it is a MBR type, MBR means master boot record. Master boot record. GPT, GUID partition table. But whatever it is, MBR or GPT, both are partition tables only. So what it contains in generally? What it contains in generally? It records about partitions, sizes of partition, size of partition, partition size, okay, primary, okay, primary partitions, boot manager or bootloader location, bootloader location, OS files location, okay, OS location, okay, it recorded, okay, it is nothing but a record. It contains information about partitions, size of the partitions, primary partitions, okay, location of bootloader or a boot manager, your operating system location, okay. So these are the kind of stuff: primary, extended partition, and extended logical drives, this kind of stuff. Information stores in MBR and GPT. If it is a MBR type, it defines reads, records, or defines also there. Okay, it is records as well as defines about partitions, number of partitions, size of the partitions, number of partitions, size of the partitions, primary type, extended type, kind of stuff. You will get it. So in MBR, you can create a four primary. Or three primary partitions, okay, and one extended. So in extended, one extended we can create it. In extended, okay, we can create number of logical drives, logical partitions. So like this, and one more condition is there, and it support up to 2 terabytes, okay, of partition size. Maximum partition size is 2 terabyte. GPT 128 partitions. It is in the textbook, it is saying primary partitions, but it is not actually, it don't show as a primary kind of stuff. Okay, 128 primary partition, no extended, no logical. Support more than 2 terabyte and up to, I'm giving based on the textbook reference, guys, EB, like a megabyte, terabyte, petabyte, zettabyte, exabyte, like that it will comes up. Okay, so that is a very big size. Each partition size is more than 2 terabytes. Okay, and up to 18 EB depends upon my textbook. Okay, so some places in Google it shows 9.2 zettabyte. So that is, so this is MBR type, GPT type, and our disk is basic disk, not a dynamic disk. Do not convert your disk into dynamic. Okay, like this. This is the basic disk, first one. Okay, next, actually we started with disk, right? So how many partitions we can create for that based on your either your MBR type or GPT type. Depends upon that number of partitions you can able to create it. Okay, and size of the partition. Next, I have C drive with a 59.39. So what I'm doing is I want to split this drive because I have a free space of 135 GB free space is there in this C drive. So I will get some of space from it. Okay, so using the in the inside is free space, you can see it is contains 85% free space. So I will claim some space from it. So right click, shrink volume. But initially when you put a shrink volume, it will calculate how much free space is available, total free space is available, and how much user can able to shrink the volume. So then they can create a multiple drives. Guys, are you understand MBR and GPT?
Yes, sir.
Okay, little wait. Okay, so it is trying to show you. So everything like a 138 around 134 135 GB free space. It is an MBs guys. So be carefully should give it. How much amount like I put a 100 GB. So 100 GB means 102400 like this. So 1024 means 1 GB, 10 GB, 100 GB. Okay. So 100 GB, I will get it from the C drive. I'll get it from the C drive. Okay. So remaining space, this is left to the C drive. The bottom one shows first one, the first block is shows total. Second one is amount of free space is available or able to shrink the volume. I took a lesser than that one. Okay. This is the volume I want to take it out. Next, after shrinking, the C drive size is 60811. So it is around a 59 point something will come up. Shrink. Now it is a 100 GB unallocated space. 100 GB unallocated space. I got it. So now C drive is only 59.39 GB, but I got a 100 GB unallocated. Okay. If you want to add this unallocated to C drive, you can add it by doing C drive, right click, extend volume. So if you click on extend volume, you can add that volume to here. Okay, you want to add entire hard 100 GB or you want to add only something like a 10 GB, 20 GB like this. So 20480 means 20 GB. 2048, 2 GB, 0 means 20 GB. You want to add it like this. Next, finish. See it is added 20 GB to this C drive. This is called a extended volume. Can you see that C drive size is increased? So I can add this unallocated volume to this drive, but condition is there. Both must be side by side, means adjacent, and unallocated partition is must be this side, and your main partition is like this, like C drive or D drive, and next like this, side by side, not here. If unallocated partition is here, you can't do it. Okay. Yes. Now what I'm going to do is again I'm extending and I am extending the total one. So now it is become 159.38 something like that it is showing. Okay. So 70% free. Now 80% free now. It is not yet refreshed. If you refresh this one, then yeah, refresh. 85% free space. So this is how to shrink, how to do extend. Only we do shrinking, next time we will do partition. So first of all, guys, the question is, I have a C drive. I install operating system in my C drive. I don't have any partitions now. Okay, and I give an entire my disk to C drive only, 160 GB to C drive only. I have 135 GB free space is there. I want to store some data in the separate drive, not in the C drive. I want to store the data in the separate drive, not in the C drive. C drive is for a operating system related application related data stores, user personal data stores. I want to store some music files or video files in a separate drive. What to do? Do disk management, right? Do the disk management. Now how to do it? Open. Tell me which command I have to put in here.
Diskmgmt.msc.
MSc. Very good. Very good. Okay. This is C drive. Now 85% free space is there. Out of 135 GB free space, I will take 100 GB separately. Okay. So total C drive is 60 GB and 100 GB separately. How to get it? From space. Tell me which option.
Select shrink volume.
Shrink volume. My method is look like a childish method. So when you are join in a kindergarten, so A for apple, B for biscuit kind of stuff. But that is a very good formula for like learn and explore kind of stuff. So here it is showing something around a 138 something. It is showing like around it is 135 GB. Free space is there. We can shrinkable, but I want only lesser. I want 100 GB. How much is 1 GB? 1024 is 1 GB. Put a one more 0, 10 GB. One more 0, 100 GB. Good. Like that only. Participate. Like this. So C drive, now it is very less space. 60 GB free space out of 60 GB. Okay. So 35 GB free space is there. 100 GB unallocated. Now I am going to create a new simple volume. Okay. Some drive is required. 20 GB drive is required. That's it only, not more than that one. So 20 GB. 20480. 2048 is a 2 GB. 0 means 20 GB. Okay. Like this. So very simple. Give the value 20480 means 20 GB. Next. Automatically it suggests a drive letter. If you want to change it, you can change it. Otherwise, leave like that. Next. The file system by default is NTFS. File system by default it is showing NTFS. Keep it NTFS only. If you want, you can change it to 32 if it is required. But generally we are using NTFS. Quick perform a quick format. That is okay. So use it. So do not select anything. Just go to next, install. But while you do it, just read each and every option. Now 20 GB drive is creating. How much free space is available? How much unallocated? 80 GB. As I asked earlier.
Sir, unallocate meaning is, sir? What is the meaning of unallocate?
Meaning is you are not allocating. There is no drive. We can't store any data in this one. Okay, it is not allocated to any volume or anything.
It's only partited, not viewing.
Not for used. You can create inside. You can create another volume like this, new volume kind of stuff. Okay. Now I want to add a 80 GB to 20 GB. 80 GB to 20 GB. What to do? Extend volume. If I click on extend volume, it is showing. Okay. For example, I want to add a C drive to 80 GB. C to 80 GB. Now extend volume is not showing anything because of unallocated must be this side to the volume and must be side by side. I can't add these two things, but I can add these two things, and also I can't add these two to this one. So that is carefully understand. Okay, 80 GB unallocated.
Yes,
and the next one is 20 GB NTFS type of format, right? So see this is 20 GB drive. E drive is created. I can store the data as any other data. I can able to store it. Guys, understand how to create a simple volume?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now tell me how to create a 10 GB volume. A 20 GB volume, no problem. Out of 80 GB.
Right click.
New simple volume.
New simple volume. Next.
And size of
2048.
Next.
Very good. So you want to create a NTFS, then leave for NTFS, or you can change it to FAT.
Sir, what is NTFS and FAT?
Yeah, that is, I will show you. File system, NTFS and FAT. Okay. So here it is like this. I create a multiple volumes. The next one is I'll create a volume, for example, 2048, like a 2 GB. You can look at here. 3 options are showing: FAT, FAT32, NTFS. If I go like this, 20 GB or 5 GB is also enough. So 5 GB. So like a 4 GB, 40968. Now actually it is 4096. I put a 4098, little 1 MB extra. The FAT is gone, FAT32 came. Okay, and it is 60 GB, right? So I am going back, cancel and open it again. I am not changing anything, entire 60 GB. Where is FAT32? exFAT came, but FAT32 gone. exFAT is came,
Depends on,
but FAT32 is
depends on GB.
gone. Okay, so first in a volume, yes. Very good. So in a volume wise, in the file system, in a volume wise, it is NTFS FAT32 is there. FAT support up to partition size is 4 GB only, 4 GB partition. FAT32 support up to 32 GB partition. NTFS, some textbook shows up to 2 TB and more also. To 2 TB and more. Depends upon NTFS version, guys. Okay. It is up to 32 GB partition size. This is up to 4 terabytes. Okay, so this is the partition wise sizes. Other
Yes,
future wise also I will show you. Yeah, tell me. I put a 20480 only, 20 GB for a FAT I'm creating, FAT 32 20 GB. And when I select NTFS, look at NTFS, okay, look at the screen. I'm changing to FAT 32. Guys, can you feel any difference just by selecting FAT 32? Look at here.
Checkbox is coming. Enable
Something
file and folder compression.
very good, very good, very good. Enable file and folder compression is disabled automatically when I select FAT 32. It means the file compression is not there in the FAT. So first one difference. So I'm doing with the FAT 32. That's a new volume which is going to create here. Okay, so this is a new volume, E drive, F drive. Next one is our new drive is creating. What is, yeah, G drive. Okay, finally G drive is FAT 32. Now we'll go back to our this PC. Look at here, F drive, and this is Z drive. F drive is a NTFS drive. So right click, properties of the NTFS drive. See, NTFS drive, F drive, properties, NTFS. Next one is Z drive properties. This is Z drive properties. It's a Z drive FAT 32. Now, anybody will tell the differences in the here, what you can able to get it, what is not there. What is there here, what is not there here, what is there here, what is not there here. Please tell me.
Compressor to divided save disk space. Allow file the drive have content include the addition to file properties.
Very good.
In
Compression, this drive to save this space is not there here. Allow this file on this drive. Indexing related thing is also not showing. Very good. One more.
Customize.
Is it there or not here?
Available.
This one.
Security.
Very good. Security. Can't see the security tab here. It is here. Quota. You can see here. You can't see quota here. So those are main differences. And one more difference is there. That is, I will show you that one. Okay. One more difference is there. So that is like you create a file here. Okay. On not only a directory, that's like I will show you that. By data wise also. So it is taking a lot of time. Not the time. See, it is general details previous version. In general, you got an advanced option. Ready for archiving check mark is there. Indexing is disabled. Compression is disabled. Of course, encryption is showing in the new one. So that is one difference. So if you go to the F drive, NTFS drive, just create some file. Go to properties. So you can see a security tab is there on the file. And go to advanced. So indexing is available, compress and encrypt. In the new version of Windows 10, we have encryption in both the FAT also. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
the difference when it is comes, you have to type NTFS features. So which is differ from FAT like that. So first one is like a disk quota.
Security.
Compress. Index.
Security.
Tell me.
Security.
Security, yes. Security. Encrypt. Actually, encrypt is showing in both the places, but it is specifically in NTFS mainly. It is encrypt is there. So disk quotas, compressions, indexing, security, encryption. This is the NTFS features. Okay. So when it comes to the NTFS, what is the use of what is the name of NTFS, guys? When it is showing NT means new technology. NT means new technology. FS file system. In the entire your networking related one or a server related things. Whenever you see NT means Windows NT new technology. EFS, NTFS, DFS. These are all file systems. Fact. File allocation table. It defines what is this file system kind of stuff. Actually, it is defined how data store in this. Okay, how to store the data or how to allocate the data, how to store a data or allocate the data. This is called a file system. Okay, so here we discussed about FAT and NTFS. Other file systems are there, so which is belongs to Microsoft only. exFAT, REFS, resilient file system, extended FAT. So guys, look at here, exFAT, FAT32 support, FAT32 support up to 32 GB thing. Nowadays we are using FAT file system for SD cards. Okay, SD cards, right? But SD cards are not 32-bit nowadays. Okay, SD cards are not 32-bit. 64-bit is there. 128-bit, 128 GB is there. 32 GB, more than 32 GB are using 64 GB, 32 GB. Okay, 128 GB, 256 GB, 512, 1 terabyte of GB, 1 terabyte of memory cards also available in the market. System support is also there. So your FAT support up to 32 GB. So then what to do? Okay, then we use exFAT. It support more than 32 GB, and it stores big files. Okay, more than 4 GB files, 3 GB files, like that it will be store. More than 4 GB files also it will store. This resilient file system for a protection. So now I'm not going that much. Okay, it is already 6 o'clock. Okay guys, these are the information how to create a partition and what is the NTFS and things. In generally, each one is a one practical. Out of that, what I told, it is Quota is a one practical, security is one practical, encryption is one practical. So totally this is contains itself 3 practicals. Okay, 3 practicals are there here. So what to do? I will show you security. I will show you security and Quota. Okay, just relax for 5 minutes. I'll show you 2 practicals and we can leave. Okay.
Okay.